Welcome, beautiful ones, in today's Secret Union talk show episode. This is a space where we connect with innocent, pure love through all forms of life, where we feel inspired and co create together as one a new earth. And in today's episode, I want to introduce you to someone really special. Like when I came across her website and her work, I just straight away knew that I want to interview her and connect with her. Her way of being with horses, with her land, it's something that I deeply, deeply wish we all open to this type of relationship with animals and with Mother Earth. And I won't keep you any longer. Her name is Juuna Kastrup. The way how she works, she literally brings you into the unconditional space of horses. I hope you enjoy the interview and that at least a little bit you will be able to experience her unconditional space with horses. Stay connected. If you would like to know more about Yuna, link to her website is below. And let us know in the comment, what was your experience? What's your insights? I'm looking forward to hear from you. Enjoy the interview. So thank you for agreeing to do this interview with me. I'm really, really grateful. And when I saw your website and when I read what you do, it was just, my heart was like, oh my God, I just want to meet this woman. You do beautiful work with horses. And before we go there, I really want to ask you, what brought you to that path? How did you start, your work, the beautiful work that you do right now?
Thank you first for being here together and that we can have this hard talk about what I'm living. Because for me, it's not work. Yeah, it's my life. I'm living life. I'm living the principles of life, and the horses brought me there.
So there's so many things that you mentioned already that I would like to go deeper. And one of the things I think you said that the horses brought you here. What do you mean by that?
Well, when I hear this question, I always get goosebumps. It's so touching for me because this is the truth.
Yeah.
Or this is what I feel so true, that they brought me here. They always brought me to decisions for my way, for my path in that life. And I think they told me to listen. They taught me to listen, to realize that there is more about connection, more about being a human being for a horse than I ever did before. Yeah, like the competition world, like all this horse, the whole horse world, let's say, where I grew up with.
Okay, so you grow up in the
competition world.
With horses.
Yes.
Okay, this is such a fascinating for me. Like I really would love you to share the different dynamic that you experienced there and you experiencing now with what you create, obviously, because you create for workshop with other people and with yourself, with the horses. Yeah, because for me it's very dear to my heart because I used to live in Hong Kong and there is a big I forgot the name, but there's like a big stadium with horses where they run, and I used to see that, and it always something didn't feel right about that.
For me, how I feel right now, and I always felt that it's not right.
Yeah.
Even, well, I was 9 years old when I started competition, and I did it for my parents because they wanted. And it was like it was in the middle of the 1770s, and there were no alternatives. When you were with horses, then you were in that world.
Yeah.
It just had been like that. And because my parents came from this this energy of winning, of concurrence, of competing, like the 70s, faster, higher, more like more popular also. My parents, they loved it when there was in the newspaper after the weekend, there was my name standing because I was successful. And for me, that was never important, never. So I really raped my soul, and I raped my heart, and I raped also this friendship and the partnership I had with horses. It never felt good. And when I was that young, like 9, 10 years old, I already had this, and I think I always had it, this special connection that horses were following me, that horses were trusting me, because I could understand them. I was listening to them, and I was also so authentic that they could understand me. They felt safe. And so when we were on these competitions, and the big horses, the sports horses, they were like scared to go on the trailer, they asked me to put the horse there. And I was really a little girl. And I never had this, of course, it was never consciously doing that. It was just natural doing that. And it took a while to step out of that, because we all know that we are functioning for our parents, that we try to fulfill their needs.
So often.
Unconsciously. We are just functioning. And I did this, and for me it was really hard. And I always try to find ways to get out of that.
And so what was the breaking point when finally you said, like, okay, this is my path?
Well, the breaking point was my leading mare, Donna. She died when we entered this place here some months later. So when we found our home, she could leave the planet. There she was already 30. And she came to me when she was 3 years old. And she was an amazing, intelligent, beautiful soul. And she was never functioning. When we go for a competition, she was the one who was like, no, it's not you. She was so much reacting on my like inner space, how I feel. She was exactly mirroring that this is not the truth, and this is not what I want. So she was not functioning, she was not doing, she was like go crazy in between and all this stuff. And she was the first horse really like guiding me into this mastership, to listen to what's going on here, and really saying no. She was the one who says no.
She set the boundaries.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, now you look at yourself.
And with her, I found the way to be also connecting more to my needs. And I was like in the middle of 20, 25, I stopped. And slowly she guided me into this, into my truth. And she was an amazing horse, incredibly guiding from the competition, like dressage and also jumping and the whole cross crossroads. I don't the
Yeah.
we did it, and yeah, to a horse which I could ride without bridle, without saddle, without anything. We were just one. Yeah, she was teaching me that how to do it. And yeah, and she was really, when I tried to put her in a frame functioning for something, she always quit. She always like really went against that and say, no, I'm not doing that. This is not the truth.
And this is such a beautiful example, like
Yeah.
a part of my course of telepathic communication. The second one is about animals, our guides.
Yeah.
And that's just so beautifully shows like,
Yeah.
yes, animals or our guides, they can help us to connect with our true self, with our true joy, passions.
And to our strength also, into our strength and our
Yeah.
beauty. And yeah, like she had a kind of an accident and was not rideable anymore for a long time. And she was always, I already had a herd, and she was the leading mare, and then she was like suffering from this injury and was not so athletic anymore, not so vital anymore. And there was a moment I thought, maybe I put her down, yeah, then it's like a release for her, because I thought she's suffering. Yeah, but then it was clear, no way. Yeah, it's not, it's just this old pattern of she cannot function anymore, and maybe now she feels not worth, not value, or no value. Yeah, this really old matrix was really overwhelming me. And in the moment I felt like, no, this is also not the truth.
There has to be a different way.
Yeah, and she was like, she was running over the field the next 15 years.
Wow, and this is such a powerful message, because I think so often with this old dynamic, the old type of relationship with animals, when there is a tension, when there is a struggle, when we cannot handle animals, the natural way of thinking is, okay, maybe it's time to let them go, maybe to put them to sleep.
Yeah.
But actually this can be just such a new way of embracing the role of animals in our lives, that actually maybe they're just having a message for us. We just need to learn to listen.
And in the moment I decided not to do it, yeah, she get well. And yeah, and she was leading the herd here. She was running over the field. She was the one coming the first. Yeah, when the horses came with the trailer here, she was the first one. Walking in the middle of the night, down from the trailer, and it was so right. It felt so right. Yeah, that we are here now. And yeah, so she was the whole time guiding me, guarding me, and giving the impulses, also giving the information of, we want to leave this here. We want to leave this old matrix, this old thingy, the old life. Yeah, and then when we were here, the first years, yeah, she was guiding and leading the herd. And when we entered this place, it was in June, and it was clear, okay, now we are home. And in August she died. And for me it was, and we could like we could keep her here on the land on a very special point uphill. So of course she's still there. And for me this was like, okay, now we found home. Now she can go and support us from a fully different dimension, because she's still there.
Of course.
But yeah, this part was
her job.
Her job, yeah.
Her purpose besides you was done. She felt fulfilled, and then she felt she can leave.
And also what I felt was like, with her leaving, with her death, or like transforming to a different dimension, I felt, yeah, she asked me, or she wanted me to take over her strength, to take over her way of leading. Yeah, with dignity, with grace. Yeah, well, she was such a big mama for the herd, different than the leading mare now. Yeah, to take in her strength, and I could feel it, that she was really like offering me, okay, now it's your turn. Yeah, now it's not me anymore. Now it's your turn to take this. Yeah, you learn from me. I taught it all the almost 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's your turn.
It's beautiful how you allowed her to lead you, and then when the time was for her to go, she was feeling ready to go.
Yeah, she was ready to go, and I was ready for leading in a different way. Yeah, and also took this time to get to know myself, to get managed my drama, to get managed my emotion, to tidy up with my past life.
Yeah.
To be ready to lead a herd in a fully different way.
Yeah. So the next question that comes naturally to me, how do you listen to your horses? Because obviously we probably have people watching us, and then they might think, so how do you know? How do you listen? So what's your style of listening? Like, how do you hear the horses?
This is happening on different levels. Yeah. So what is important is that I make myself empty. Yeah, that I create a vessel where I'm able to receive messages. So non-wanting, non-knowing, just being open for them, for their information, for what they want to tell me.
Yeah.
And I feel it, and I trust more and more my intuition. Yeah, because as more I feel connected to them, and as more they are connecting to me, it's just a natural talk. It's just a natural dialogue.
Yeah.
And trusting that I understand, that I know, yeah, that I intuitively have, like, we are bonded, yeah, we are connected, and so it's about like the level of the soul, yeah, talking on that level.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I'm training them. Training means like empowering them, yeah, bringing their physical body in a good shape, that they feel much more comfortable in their bodies. I have a lot of traumatized horses to support them to feel safe, to support them to also get rid of this patterns or get rid of behavior coming from trauma.
Yeah.
And then there I get feedbacks immediately. Yeah, they are also guiding me, leading me, and on the other hand, I'm also able to guide them into harmony again, yeah, into safety again. And as more the herd is like it is now, so strong, healthy, conscious, they are healing themselves, of course. Yeah, this is a field, a healing field, where horses could join, and it's an interaction between them. It's not about me anymore. I can support, of course, but the healing is coming from a fully different dimension and space.
And there is, because I did with you, I experienced your work, and I remember when we went to the field where is the heart, the first thing I could really sense was that I'm safe there. And I have experience where I worked for a week on a horse farm, and I remember that the leader there was really coming from, I would say, the old dynamic of leading horses, which was based that, on control and a fear that horses, they big, you never know the reaction, and you have to be careful, you have to be always, and you really have to control them. And it was just so not resonating with me. So when I came here, I was like, that's what I feel is the way to really, that's the way of the leader.
Yeah.
And horses really can help us to remember that. And it just felt so beautiful to see the horses, how they were at ease, how they were calm. And you just mentioned that the horses, that they have traumatic past as well, but that was absolutely not the case when I was there. They just feel so connected. If you can share, what is the key to really support horses in the way that you lead, to make them feel so safe and so connected, to also at the same time with us? Because there might be so many people who have horse and still maintaining that understanding.
Well, there are many aspects to answer that question, of course. When we start with the people, for me, the most important is that the person who is together with the horse is tidying up their emotional energy, like all the emotions, tidying up the past, tidying up patterns, belief sentences. Because when we go with all this drama to the horses, they don't feel safe. They feel the drama, and they also, often horses, they think it's about them. They cannot difference this, that it's not about them. Because when we come with anger, because we had stress with our boss or with our partner or with our kids, the horse is feeling the anger. Our energy body, like our aura, is full of the information of anger. And even in that moment when we approach the horse, we are happy to see the horse, but the anger is still in our field. So the horse is reacting on that anger or fear or stress in general. And then they cannot approach us. And because we are full of this still, we are not connected to ourselves. So the first step is tidying up, becoming conscious about how am I now, how I feel now, because this is what the horse feels. And when we are not conscious and aware about how we are now, then there is immediately a misunderstanding, because the horses is reacting on my inner space, on my inner truth at this moment. But when I'm not aware of that, then the reaction is not, I cannot understand the reaction of the horse. And then, I'm scared because I cannot handle it. And then I want to control it, and so on and so on. So first thing, becoming aware of how I am now. Becoming aware of what do I want from my horse? What do I put on my horse? So I have a stressed job and I'm going to my horse, and then I want to be happy. So I want the horse to make me happy. And this is not a job for a horse.
It's so beautiful what you just said.
And of course, and to imagine when we jump on the horse side, the principle of horses, of a herd, is that they take it for granted that we are always being in service for the most beautiful picture. Always. There is no doubt about, there is no question about that we acting out of this conscious decision that this is the best for all. So the horse take it for granted that the human who is coming will do the most beautiful, the most supporting, the most amazing connection. And when we talk about goals, maybe goal, but like the most beautiful time together. And they think that this is normal for them. But then people are coming unconsciously, want to control, want to do the horse things the horse is not able to, because like his body is not able, or mentally he is not able. And so the horse cannot respond to that. because the people are not able to see the horse, but the horse is still in service. Yeah. And because the people are not aware and unconscious, the horse starts to be in service for, hey, hello, look, I show you something, I show you something, there is something, I show you something. But because the people are not listening and are not aware of what they are doing, they never can hear what the horse is telling. Yeah. And then there is like a negative spiral going down. Nobody has fun anymore. I was in so many stables. People asked me to come because they had problems with their horses. And when I see them first, it was the question like, why do you have a horse? And the people say, yeah, because it makes so much fun and it's so much enlightening my life or enriching my life. But I was like, I cannot see that. I see stress, I see fear, I see control. I cannot see a unique, like a unique body, a unique being, being together in harmony. Yeah. And it's so important for people who are with horses to listen. Yeah, to create an empty space between them and the horses, of non-wanting and non-knowing, and just start to listen. Yeah, and be courageous, because this needs some courage. Yeah, to be brave enough also to receive what the horses wants to tell, because sometimes it can be a little bit painful.
Sometimes it might not fit in what we want to hear.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it is very important. And when you were leading me with the herd, it was just so beautifully, like, you showed me how to be with them. And just not even looking into their eyes. I remember you said, and just being in this present moment, just feeling, just being in connection with the nature. And it was incredible how at some point I could feel how the herd accepted me, and how the horses were really together collaborating to support my healing. That was something really wow. And I remember this moment when you told me you saw that there's two horses focusing on me to come closer, but not too close, just be there. And as I was approaching, I could feel something in my throat, and the horse actually was choking. And I heard that it's throat healing. And when I came a little bit closer, I could actually feel in my throat energy was releasing, and something was happening there. And then at some point, I remember Donkey coming and just really coming closer and touching me, and suddenly, like, something was released, and I had the tears. And that was just so incredible how they can feel us, scan us, sense us, but most of all, how they beautifully collaborated together just to support me in my healing.
Yeah, and this is exactly what I said. They are, as a herd, as a group, as a field, they are going for health, for life. Yeah, life always wants to be healed. Yeah, every tree we cut, every grass we cut, every animal we damage, let's say, or nature we damage, wants to heal. Yeah, even in Chernobyl, everything is growing again. Yeah, so this is life. And when there is an energy, if it's a person or a dog or whatever, it's just for the horses, is there's a being coming, stepping into the herd, and they immediately scan and feel what is happening. Yeah, and then they want to like enrich, enlight, to like carry it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is naturally just taking place. Yeah, without what you also experience, there is no doing, there is no wanting or willing or performing. Yeah, it's just the way you are connecting with yourself and opening up because you felt safe in that field, and then they can reach you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they reach you, your energy field, your system. Yeah, and of course they are shamans. They are like, healing is in them.
Yeah.
Like in every tree and in every bird. Yeah, this is because it's healing is in nature, supporting is in nature. This is love. Yeah, love is supporting, receiving, giving, being in service for the most beautiful. And this is what they are living. This is their nature. They don't have the choice to not do it.
And I always say that on my videos and to my clients that there is no secrets in animals' world. Like they can really see everything in us, and can support us. And I think I love your story because of that, because it's such a proof that this is really real. It's not just fairy tale. It's not just a story made of nothing, but it's like a beautiful confirmation in your work, in your workshops, and obviously the stories of my clients that animals have amazing purpose. It's not just what we knew about them.
No, not at all. It's much more beyond them, and I'm still learning. Yeah, the relationship towards the horses, or between me and the horses, or also the team, is developing every day. Yeah, just today we had a moment where a horse was like understanding what I was asking for without saying. It was just, I was thinking of, and I had a picture, and the horse was doing that. So, and it was like, wow, again. So to confirm and to underline that this is the way I want to be with the animals, and also the animals want to be with me, or I would say in general with us. And back to the question of what is needed for listening, that the horses, they need like a home where they can be horses again. They need places, natural places where they can be living in a herd again. And finding their roles. Because a horse in a stable, in a situation where they are never able to be a horse, like they never find their treasure. When we are talking about enlightenment or awakening, it's like connecting with ourselves and finding our treasures. What we want, what is our treasure? What is our gift for this planet? And each being has this, and also the horses, they have their treasure. But when they are in this prison, controlled, surrounded with fear, they never reach that. Of course not. And to see a horse which was traumatized and had such a bad story, and like connecting to his or her treasures again. Then it's just love and light.
For horses, their big quality is freedom. And there was one thing when I was visiting horse stables in London, you know, that they're really small. Obviously, London is a city. So they were in these boxes, and the one thing that I could feel often was that they don't have a freedom.
No, they are screaming. They are really screaming.
They're really in a bad emotional state, and like their soul basically is crying. And yeah, like the way how you work with horses is just so beautiful to me, because it supports both sides, the people who come to your workshops, and obviously you and your staff, but also the horses, because in the interaction, as you say, you're evolving, there's actually horses evolving as well.
Of course, the horses are evolving as well, and we are also creating here like an acupuncture point. Yeah, we're creating a field which has an impact on every horse on this planet. The horses are all connected. The horses are connected to the ancestors. Yeah, they are connected to the future. They're living in fully different dimension we cannot imagine. They are connected. Yeah, all horses on this planet are connected. And when we create a healthy environment, when we are able to unfold the treasures, this has an impact on each horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it's like a group soul. They're all connected.
Yeah.
And to know this also in the negative way, when we beat a horse, when we treat a horse in a bad way, this has an impact on each horse. They are carrying that.
They feel it. They can see it. They can feel
and
it.
what we are doing here in this project with water, with soil, with vegetation, with the horses and other animals is exactly that, creating a healthy field, a strong field, which has an impact on the whole surrounding and on the whole planet. Because we know this, the trees, the birds, everything is connected. The birds have a safe space here. No hunters are coming. We are welcoming the wild animals. They know that this is a safe place here.
It's like what I call it, a little bit of new earth.
It is. We are living that. We are already living that, and the animals are a big part of it, and they are connected to the elements. We have a horse which is connected to water. We have one horse that's connected very strong to the trees. We have one horse, the spirit, connected to the to all this dimensioning, and we have a shaman horse. We have a healer. So
how amazing!
And they all find their roles here. And this is also it's a path for them. It's also work, and they go to initiations also. Like sometimes, for example, they got sick. And they had to go through this transformation, and to hold this and to let it be this transforming process, and not to put something on it like a plaster or something, because I don't want this horse suffering. But we know that this is important also for our growing, and the horse have the same way, or some horses. But I can see it, and I can also see it with our dog, or that they need also this transformation processes, this burning, like dying and coming alive again, the whole cycle.
Because every living being, doesn't matter if we're in a human body or animal body or a plant body, it's on a soul evolution. It has a connection to this higher love.
Exactly.
So I feel that is still an important topic I would like to address in terms of your work and how your work with animals support people. So when people come, there are different people with all sorts of different emotions. So how do you work with horses that does not affect them, but support the healing of people that come to your work?
This is a. Thank you for asking that. Because this is a process. The most important is that the horses, the herd, also the donkeys, that they feel safe. They are surrendering, like they are surrender in our being, also in our creating of workshops, of welcoming people, and they feel safe because they know I'm guarding, I'm taking care, and they are not expecting something bad because they know I am the guardian.
So they have a trust. They trust.
I trust. They trust me that I am taking care, and the other way around. When I'm entering with people in the herd, I'm trusting them, of course. There's just a field of trust.
Yeah, and you really trust, because I had a pleasure, I was blessed by experiencing your work, and based on my previous experience, it was such a beautiful trust in them. And I could feel that I'm safe there, but still seeing you, how you're trusting them, was so inspiring.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things happening around. Yeah, so before people are coming, I inform the herd that people are coming. I inform what is the energy they are coming with, what is their question, that they already know. One day before, 2 days before, they know that their people are coming. How many people are coming, and this is some days before, and then I'm tuning in the people. I feel sensing the people before they came here. And then you got a small window of the process. We are bringing people to the herd, into the herd. Yeah, and this is why my the seminars or the retreats I'm doing need more than 3-4 days. Yeah, because first day is just entering here on this place. This is such a special energy here, such a sometimes overwhelming place for the systems, that the people just arrive here, and also to bring their nervous system down. Yeah, to guide them with body work, with breath work, meditation. Yeah, guide them to connect again with them. Yeah, before we did not manage that the people could connect with themselves, we will not go to the herd. It doesn't make sense at all.
And that's what we did when you...
Exactly. And this was just a short window, but for me it was so important that you get an idea what that means. Yeah, there is a bridge. We are building a bridge when people arrive here, and then we already start the walk over the bridge, and accompany the people, guide the people, that they are able to enter the herd, that the herd can also is able to enter the people.
And it's actually, I just had this light bulb. I remember I've mentioned to you about my client and the horse, and through telepathic communication with the horse. I remember he was sharing with me that before, because I was asking, that was a horse who really felt that he wants to be more acknowledged as a spiritual being, and that it's not only for riding. And he really was telling his guardian that he support him to see horses from what they really can offer. And one of the things he showed her how actually even the riding can be like a union.
Of course, it should be like that.
Almost like a bliss, like they were just as
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
And then he said something that actually now I realize, that he also shared with her that before people come, because she desire to have riding school. So basically he beautifully explained, which is just in alignment with what you said, that before people come to him, that they have to connect with the earth and feel themselves, how they feel, to be more at ease with themselves. It's exactly what he shared. And that was just so... It's just so beautiful. Like, animals have all the guidance for us.
They have everything, and when we are able to listen, and this is what we like to support the people into this space of listening. of connecting again. And this is, of course, there is the need to connect with the earth. We had our last seminar, and the first day, we ask the people or invite the people to take some earth with them the whole seminar, to again and again remind themselves to connect with the earth. So they have a small bag with earth always carrying, and also me. It's just this, because the horses were asking for it. Connect with the earth, take some earth. And when the seminar was over, we spread the earth wherever we wanted. But to really grab this information from the horses, and then life becomes so much easy and so joyful and powerful, and it makes sense. This makes sense to me. When we can talk to each other, we can transmit this the important things. That they have a voice, they have a strong voice, and they have a very wise voice.
And it's like in the beginning of my telepathic communication journey with animals, I was surprised that when I had a case study, the animals actually shared with me practices to recommend to their guardians to do with them. And
I can fully understand it. I know that they do.
And that's exactly what it shows, like they have such a powerful voice.
And when we are listening to this and acknowledge that, then they are also celebrating, of course. This is what they want. This is what nature wants. This is what life wants.
That we live in harmony.
That we open up, and that we are not the ones who know everything. Not at all.
It dissolves the ego, no? Because, I mean, the whole dynamic of relationship between human and animal is that, human is human. We are the center. We the most advanced beings here. But then for me, my journey of telepathic communication, it's been awakening and it's still ongoing. That is like, wow, they actually have the wisdom that we're searching for, that we're opening, that we're coming to that frequency. And that's why it's just so amazing work that you do. And I'm so happy that we could do this interview together and share that message.
And this is what nature really wants from us, that we are stepping in our right position, in the healthy position, in this in this cycle, in this circle of life, where each animal, each plant, each stone, everything what is visible and non-visible has its role and its position. And we were separated from that. The whole human being the whole humanity was separated from that, and standing next to the whole cycle of nature. And now they are inviting us to come back. This is when we are talking about the new world, this is, for me, it's that. The world, the whole planet is in Mother Earth, is inviting us to reconnect, to come back and step into our role. Like we know it from the indigenous people. To find where am I indigenous? Where I feel home, where I can be in service for everything what feels home for me.
And come back to this connection to all, that we're not just the one.
No,
but
we are not the one
many.
at all. Not at all. This is what makes the planet like it is now. Chaos. It's suffering. Because we were separated, and the whole generation of separating the babies from the mamas. It's so we can. This is another interview, but to realize that the new world is about connection. It's about stepping back to our natural position and taking responsibility of what we are doing, and also of what we are knowing, and of what we are able to in case of supporting,
Yeah.
in case of being in service, cleaning the water and all this, we are able to.
Yeah, and when you say it's about connection, I think it's important to add actually that it's connection to all.
Of
Not
course.
because lots of we still evolving, we're still shifting from one dynamic to another, and I feel that the next stage is actually developing not only the connection between human, which is now quite widely spreading, but also the connection to all living beings, that we all have connection to source. It's
Yeah,
not
well,
just a human.
connecting to ourselves, and from there, there is a natural connection to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I feel that I'm connected with the tree, when that I'm connected with the birds, then I'm not able to harm anymore. Yeah,
Yeah.
that we harm and treat this planet so bad is also a result of separation. And when we are back to connection, then we are in service. We want to be in service.
Yeah, we feel that naturally.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And there is one thing I just want to come back, because I think it's so important as well. When you mention about your heart, that they have a different kind of jobs, let's say, different
Roles.
uniqueness,
Yes.
different roles. And from my work with animals, it's one of the things I realize is how animals have a different purpose, like us human. Like that we, some of us might feel calling to write a book, some of us might feel calling to sing, other might feel calling to swim. But with animals, it's kind of similar thing, that sometimes that they feel this certain calling. There are some animals that, you know, really active and love to play, and there's some other animals that actually really into I don't know, swimming, or just like this beautiful horse
they
that I
are
mentioned.
connected to the elements, and I think I don't would name it. They feel the calling, because for them it's just natural, you know.
Yeah.
It's not something spectacular. It is just like it is. I want to be with water because I am water also.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I am with the trees because I am. And it's not, they are not putting something on top like a, like some cream.
Yeah.
Because this is very special. Yeah, I have the calling. No, I am. And I am that. And tomorrow I am that. They are not questioning that.
And
Yeah,
this is all.
they are not reflecting in that way. It's just they are following their flow. They are following their intuition. They are following their instincts. They are following life and the herd. And everything what is popping up, what they are able to grab or able to step in because of the circumstances, they do. Yeah, and it's the same with us. We don't have to do anything. Yeah, when we feel home, when we feel safe, it's just coming. It's just like blooming outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this is a really powerful message at the same time, to just not have agenda, that it has
No,
to be
not at all.
this
No
way,
concepts.
this way or
No,
that
no.
way. There is one purpose, one calling, but really just be.
Be in the flow. Be in
Yeah.
the moment. Yeah. Be present in what is there and what is calling. Yeah. What is asking.
Yeah.
What is necessary now. Yeah, and not doing something on purpose, flowing.
Yeah.
And trusting.
Trusting is a big thing as well, no?
Yeah.
And animals, in a way, they really show us that as well, because once, for example, dogs, right? When they trust, they just trust, and they love us unconditionally.
Yeah.
So there is so many messages, so many inspiring wisdom from animals that we can bring more into our lives. Thank you.
Thank you.
was an amazing interview, and even when I was editing it, I was receiving so much from it, like listening to animals, listening to horses. There's such a wisdom keeper. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave us comment and let us know your experience, share your insights. And I'm looking forward to see you in the next episode. Lots of love.